Hello guys, thank you for watching this video. This video is continuation of my previous video. Let me show you my previous videos. This is the playlist I have uploaded here. So my aim is to cover all requirements for data science 3 rounds interviews. In my previous video, I have explained what all rounds you could expect in any data science role related interview. So if you are not yet watched out this video, please go to this playlist and watch this video. It will be very helpful. As I promised in my previous video, in this video I am going to take one of my coding question I have attended so far and I will solve lively in this video. So let's not waste any time guys. Let's begin our this video with a problem solving on Python coding question. So this is the one of the Python coding question I have got in my one of the interview. This question is completely based on dictionary, list comprehension and all those things. Let me tell you guys once again, if you are not at familiar with Python, I have explained that what to do to familiar with Python. So I have showed one of the good platform to learn Python basics. I have explained this same thing in my previous video guys. Please go to the W3 school and brush up all your knowledge about the Python. Definitely it would need to solve Python coding question. So this is my suggestion guys. Please go to the W3 school, understood all these basics and try to remember all of these concepts. To to completely understand this video guys, what I suggest is you should know the Python dictionaries and for loops, okay, for loops and also lambda function and list, tuple, strings and data types, variables. At least try to familiar with these things before going into this video guys. Okay, let's start our video on problem solving. So this is the question I got in my interview. The question is what? This is the input dictionary. Okay, this is a dictionary. In this dictionary, it has a keys as a alphabet C and values as an integer, and we as well know that values can be duplicate, but keys should be unique, right? So what they're expected me to do is convert keys into values and values into keys. This is the format they wanted me to do. How do we do that guys? Okay, it's very simple guys. So I have taken a simple question in my first video. So it will motivate you to solve further more difficult question. How can I do this? That is very simple. As well know, dictionary is a key value pair. So let's create a one loop and go to the all these keys and values. Okay, I have already created output dictionary. This is where I am going to store my output. Okay, let's create a for key comma value in input dot items. Once again guys, you should familiar with dictionaries. Okay, Let's print the keys and value. Let me show you how it looks like, key comma value. Okay, this is how it looks like, right? This is a key, this is a value, value is same for A, E, B. So one will become key and our output, and A, E, B will become one's values, right? This is what they're expected me to do. Let's do that. How can do that? It's very simple. If this particular key is not in output, then we will store that in our output dictionary, okay, of uh, key. Sorry, if key, not key guys, it should be value, right? We are storing value as a key as a values. If value is not in output, that means not in a key, then this particular key will become a, this particular value will become a key and key will become a value, right? Don't make confused guys, it's very simple. Key will be stored as value, value will be stored as keys. Else if it is already there, output of v is equal to v, no, not equal to dot append append key. But I have made one mistake guys. Let me tell you what mistake I have made here. Yeah, let me print the output for you. This is the output we have stored, but we have stored key as a string, but we are doing here append. String can't do append, right? So we should store it in a list. Okay, let's store it in a list. Okay, done. See, now we have got the output they wanted me to do. Okay, this is very simple. If you knew about the dictionary, keys, values, and dictionary's functions, and what is append and all those things, it's very easy for you, right? That's why I'm saying, please watch my previous video. In that video, I have explained each and everything, how to practice coding questions and what all platform you have to refer to solve the coding questions. Okay, let's look into the follow-up question asked on this particular question. Okay, so next question is sort the output dictionary by keys. So as we know guys, keys is a what? 1 is a key, 3 is a key, 2 is a key, 4 is a key, but these keys are not sorted. They are expecting me to sort based on keys, like 1 should come, next 2 should come, next 3 should come, next 4 should come. It's very simple guys. Let me show you how. Let's use simple inbuilt function called sorted of output dot items. Okay, sorted guys, you see, 1 comes, next 2 comes, next 3 comes, next 4 comes, but it is a dictionary. No, dictionary should be in curly bracket, but it is in a list. So let's convert in dictionary. It's very simple. Okay, let's put it in a dictionary. Let's simply type, simply add dict in between, in start. Okay, now it's converted into dictionary and it is also sorted based on the keys. Next, what if they ask in reverse order? It's very simple guys. Reverse order is very simple. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is the okay, this is in this is in which order guys? This is in ascending order, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. What if say descending order? 4 should come first and 3 next, 2 next 1. It's very simple, right? Let's reverse this list. This is a list guys, right? In list, this is the first element, this is second element, this is third element. Sorry, this is the third element, this is the fourth element. Let's reverse this. How do we reverse? We can use reverse key, or we can just simply type -1 here. So it is reverse. Then again we can convert into dictionary by using simple dict, right? Right. Sort the values alphabetically. What they're saying, This is the values in each keys. They are expected me to sort alphabetical. That means A, B, E. Next, it should be F and G, right? It's very simple. Let me show you how to do it. So for that, just go through the keys and values in output output dot items. Okay, then output of key is equal to, we are replacing existing values with sorted values. Sorted of v. Let's print the output. See, now it's got sorted in alphabetical order, right? This is very simple. Okay, let's look into next question. What they're showing, each element from the value list becomes a key. They're saying this becomes key and its corresponding value is the original dictionary keys. This is very simple, guys. Let's not make confusion. What I am trying to do here is, initially we got this as input and we converted into this format. Now what they're asking is, we have this as an input, okay, convert into this format. Okay, very simple. So how can do that, guys? For that, we have output here. We have to convert in that format. Which format? This format. Okay, so you can pause the video, guys, in between and you can solve yourself and try to compare your answer with my answer. So you can solve in multiple ways. I can solve, I am solving maybe using for way, you can solve in some other ways. It's up to you, guys. Okay, let's do that. Let's again use a for loop. For key comma value in output dot items. Okay, okay, now what this, yeah, but the values should become a keys, right? That means we have to go through each and every element in a keys, right? Value has a multiple element, right? So what we need, guys, we need another one loop here, right? For, let's say, element in v. Okay, then we have to store this element as key in this dictionary, right? Okay, if element not in a where in this reversed output, not in reversed output, then let's store that key in this reversed output. Reversed output of element is equal to, element is equal to what? uh, is equal to key. Value should be key now, right? Yeah, got it. Now we can see we converted this into this format, right, guys? If I made any mistake in this video, feel free to comment, because I do make some mistakes, you do make some mistakes, right? But it's better to get understand that mistake and correct ourselves, right? So please comment if I make any mistakes in this video. So right, this is what the format I was expecting to do. Then this code does that, right? Okay, let's go to the what else, what I can say, guys. This is not the only way we can do this. We can do this in multiple ways. I can show you in other ways. Okay, this I already have, so we can do it in a using a list comparison. How do we create that? Let me show you. Okay, for character comma key, okay, this is I stored in a tuple, but for key comma value in output dot items, okay, we have key comma value in output dot items. What is key and value? It is a key, it is a value, but value has multiple element, right? For char, that means, okay, let's not make confused, let's store it as element. Okay, as we did in previous code. For element in v, okay, store this element here. Okay, and the value should be key, right? right? Is it giving same answer? Yes, right? But is it a dictionary? No, it is at least. Let's convert into dictionary by adding this dict at the beginning. Now we converted this into dictionary, right? This is also same, this is also same, but this is using for loop, but this is also using for loop, but it is a least comprehension, right? Okay. Sort the dictionary based on values without lambda, and this is with lambda. Okay. Let me solve first with lambda. With lambda is very simple. Sort the dictionary based on values. What is the values, guys? Here we have 1, then 3, then 2, then 4. But what they're expecting you to do is short. That means 1 should come first comes, then 2 should second, and 3 next 4, right? Is it in order? No, it is not in order. Let's do that. How do we do that using a lambda? It's very simple using lambda. So what we can do is lambda function. We can, okay. First, what we do is, second, next question is sort the dictionary based on values without lambda. First, what we do is, guys, let me show you how to do with lambda. Okay, with lambda is very simple. Let me show you what is the dictionary we have here, guys. We have a dictionary called reversed output, right? Let me print this reverse output for you. This is a reverse output. They are asking to sort using lambda function. Okay, that means 1 should come first, all 1 should come first, next 2 should come, next 3 should come, next 4. Okay, so let's do one thing. Dot items. Okay, let me close this. uh, Dot items, and let's, sorry for that. Yeah, let's do let's use sorted. What will happen? Sorted. Is it sorted, guys? No, right? So using lambda we can do that. There is a very simple way. We can mention key is equal to lambda of I of 1. 1 means, guys, based on values. 0 means based on keys. Okay, you can remove 1 and you can add 0, and it will sort based on keys. Okay, see, guys, is it sorted? Now it's sorted. So simply we can just add DICT. Okay. All right, this is what I have done it here. Okay. So now let's do without lambda. How can do that without lambda? It's a very big question, right? So without lambda and without sorted function, without any inbuilt function, how can you do that? It's very simple, guys. We will compare this key with all other key, like this key, then this key, then this key, this. If it is less than this, or if it is if it is less than, sorry, if it is greater than this, then we will replace. Let me take you this. Okay, if it is greater than this, then we will replace these with what? This. Okay, in this way 2 will come first, 3 will come next, right? How can I do that? Let's use uh, for loop only. Okay, uh, let's do that for uh, okay, let's me do. But before going creating a for loop, let's do one thing. Let's store this in a list. Okay, so L1 is equal to reverse output dot items. Okay, let's print L1. Okay, but it is in a dictionary. Let's convert into list by adding list at the beginning. Now is it a big list, right? Now we can go through these each and every element using for loop. For I in range length of L1. Okay, next we need one more loop, right? Because we are comparing these initially with all other elements. Okay, what will give this I will give this, but we also need another loop to going through all these elements, right? So let's create another loop for j in the range I plus 1 to length of L1. Why I plus 1? We no need to compare the first element with itself, right? So because of that, I have added plus 1 here. Okay, let's do a if condition here. If L1 of uh, okay, I of 1. What is 1, guys? What I'm doing here? For this element, 1 means I'm taking value, okay, is greater than again L1 of j of 1. What it means? J means the one we are comparing. This, it may be this, it may be this, but we are comparing 1 with 1, then 1, again 3, 2, 4, and so on, right? Then what we have to do, we have to replace these with these, right? If you want 2 to come first, right? Because c is greater than 2, so if this 3 is greater than 2, then replace 2 in place of 3 and 3 in place of 2. Very simple, right? Let's do that. L1 of I comma L1 of j is equal to L1 of I will replace with j and j will replace with I. Let's see, guys, is it worked or not? Okay, let's print L1. Okay, is it worked? Yes, it is worked. See, let's convert into dictionary. Okay, yes, guys, this is done. This is how I wanted to. Okay, we converted we sorted using lambda function, we sorted using without lambda function. This is very important, guys. Anyone can ask use do without lambda, or someone can might be interested in use lambda, right? It depends on the into your mindset. Okay, then sort the dictionary based on keys without sorted or lambda based on the keys. Very simple, guys. How can do that? uh Let me tell you how can we do that. But I am doing on this dictionary, because here dictionary is a because here key is a not a alphabet. Here we key as a okay, let me show you. I wanted to do it on output, because output, okay, because output in key is a integer, right? So I'm expecting to do on this, but what they are saying, sort the dictionary based on keys without sorted or lambda. It's very simple, guys, because this is what we did it here, right? But we need to do some changes. Let me tell you what changes. So first thing is, let's store it in a list, right? We store in a list, okay. Then let's write a loop for t comma value in sorry I in range length of t1, okay, for j in range I plus 1 comma length of t1, okay. If same, guys, what t1 of I of here 0. Why 0? Because we are sorting based on keys. not values. That's why 0. See, I have printed here. This is the first element and key is in zeroth index, right? But here we did based on the values. Because of that, we have taken 1 here. Only small change is 0. Okay, key is greater than t1 of I of 0. Sorry, it should be j, right? We are comparing I versus j. Then t1 of I comma t1 of j is equal to t1 of j comma t1 of I. Okay, let's print t1 now. T1 is it sorted? Yes, sorted. One is first, second, third, fourth. But what if they wanted to do it in reverse order? Let's say like ascend. Now we have done ascending order. If they wanted to do to descending order, it's very simple, guys. Just change the symbol here, right? It's done. Okay. Yes. Next is length of values. It is very simple. Length of values. Let me print here our dictionary on which we have to work on. What I expect to do is store key as it is, but value should be length of its element. It's very simple. For key comma value in output dot items. Okay, items. Then d 3 of key is equal to length of v. Okay, this is what they wanted us to do. Okay, then sort by values, guys. Sort by values. How can we do this sort by values? Very simple. Let me copy and paste. Okay, I don't write again and again. Let me copy paste. Okay, sort by values. This is the values, but okay. Okay, but what is this? I have stored list in a T2. Let's change to T2. Let's change to T2. Okay, then T2, then T2, 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 and T2. Based on the what they said, based on the values. Because of that, it should be 1. Right? Is it sorted now? 1, 2, 2, 3. It's sorted, right? Next question is group keys by length of value list. What it means, guys? It's very simple. Let me tell you what they are asking is. Again, we have to work on which dictionary? We have to work on output dictionary. Okay. What they're saying, group keys by length of value list. That means its length is 3. It should be key. 3 should be key, 2 should be key, and 1 should be key. And where all we have 2 as a length, here is a 2. So for key 2, the value should be 3 and 4. Alright? Alright. How can do that? Let's do same thing for key comma value in output dot items. Okay, then length is equal to length of v. Okay, if L not in T3, okay, then T3 of L is equal to K, right? Else T3 of L dot append, okay, K, right? Yes, guys, this is what we wanted, and this is how we wrote the code. Understood? Yes. Then let's move on to next. Count total unique letters used. Okay, in a output dictionary. It's very simple, guys. Okay. Output is this. What we have to do is we have to count total unique letters used. That means very simple, we will store all these letters in a sets. Okay, for key comma value in output dot items, then for element in v, then set dot add element. Okay, okay, set that add is not available in set, guys. Add is available, I think, list. So that's why I have been that's why I have been telling you, please go to the W3 school and understand the all these things. Okay, update for set object does not apply for str. Okay, okay, for value in e, then set dot update of this is also not working. Let me wait, guys, let me see once. Okay, guys, let's try different way. Okay, for value in output dot values. Okay, let's print values, guys. What happens? Print value. uh okay, print values is not available. Okay, value is available, yes, is available. Let's try to store s dot set update. Okay, value. Okay, let's print the yes here. Okay, why I used set is here, as we know, set is a set does not store duplicated elements, right? That's why I stored the I use this set here, but we can use list also, guys. Let me show you how to do it. For key comma value in out put dot items. Okay, okay, for element in v. Okay, if element not in s, that means we are avoiding duplicates. Okay, then yes dot append. Okay, p. Okay, okay, sorry, s dot append ele. Okay, element. Okay, let's print. Okay, this is what uh, we got in the previous code. This is what we are getting in this code also. Okay, key with maximum number of values. Okay, they are expecting which key has the maximum number of element or maximum number of element in a value. That means one has the maximum number, right? So it should output as one. Okay, let me do one thing. Yeah, let me. How can I do that? I have stored 0 as maximum number initially and key as 0. Okay, let's do that. How can I do that? It's very simple, guys. For key comma value in uh, output dot items. Okay, then uh, let's calculate length. L is equal to length of v. Okay, if L is greater than max number, then let's replace max number as L and key as key. Okay, see, guys, the maximum number is 3 and key is 1, right? Find the key whose list contains the specific letters. I'm giving this as a homework, so I will give an answer, but do it by your end. All values in one sorted string. This also I am giving it as a homework. Okay, find the values that contains only ovals. Let me solve this. Okay, I have added few more key value pair in the output dictionary. I have added 5 as a key and 6 as a key. 5 as only ovals and 6 as only vowels. How can I do that? So for that I have stored ovals in a on a set. Okay, so let's do that. How can I do that? It's very simple. For key comma value in output dot items. Okay, for we have a multiple elements in a values, right? For element in a V, okay. Okay, before that, let's store only ovals is equal to only oval is equal to true. Okay, by default. I'm by default I'm expecting all elements in a value is a ovals. For element in a V, if element, okay, not in oval oval, then what I'm saying is only V is equal to false because it is not a oval. And let's break this loop. Okay, if one of the element is not a oval, let's break, don't go to the next element because we are expecting all elements should be oval, right? So we are breaking this loop. That means we are breaking this loop, we are coming out of the this loop. That means we are coming out of this element, we are moving to next element. So once we came out from the loop, if only we, that means if it is true, what we are doing, let's store as one dot append key and value. Okay, key and value. So let me show you guys what does this store. See, store a 5 and 6 because only 5 and 6 says all element as oval, right? But here you can see here A is oval but B is oval. No, B is not oval. Because of that it did not save in the S1. Understood? It's very simple. So next homework is, guys, let's see, instead of taking all elementals ovals, what I'm saying is uh, if any one of the element is oval, store it in S1. Okay, so this is homework, this should do by your end because the video will be very big if I solve all the uh, questions. Okay, thank you guys, that's it from my end in this video. I will take next question from my own interview experience. So this is the assessment one. Similar to this, I will take multiple assessment. It might be maybe 10 assessment or 20 questions. I'm not sure about the total number of questions I have attended so far. So feel free to comment about your opinion. If I made any mistakes in this video, please let me know. I will try to correct that in my next video. So thank you guys, thank you once again for watching this video. Please don't give up at any time. Please put hard work and maintain consistency and apply as much as possible, and also support me, guys. Thank you once again. Bye bye.